Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Seaborn. So, the whole crew has reconvened on the ship. There's only the matter of buying the supplies necessary to last you until wherever it is that you want to go. Your ship, since there's only 4 of you that need food or water, the 3 party members and Saffron.
Ha! Because he's a skeleton.
You guys can pretty much carry unlimited supplies. I mean, not truly unlimited, but you could buy supplies for a couple of months and keep that on your ship without having to worry about any space issues. Question is, how many supplies do you want to buy? We're talking just like food and water sorts of things.
How much is it?
Let's see. Typically, on a ship, you would be buying dry rations. These are things that will not go bad. You know,
okay.
Like salted meat and candied things.
Technically, we could just buy a little bit of water and use seawater, and I could turn it into regular water with my spell.
You can turn seawater into regular water?
Yeah, I can turn any liquid into another liquid.
Perfect. So the water's cheap. It's not really the big selling thing here. It's the food that's expensive because it's preserved food that will last a long time, and without manufacturing in the modern sense, it gets pricey. So the dry rations are 10 gold per week, but they won't ever go bad. On the other hand, you can get standard rations, which will go bad within a week, but they cost a lot less. They cost 3 gold for a week of rations, where the dry rations cost 10 gold for a week.
So is it 10 gold per week for 4 people's worth?
No, 10 gold per person per week.
Okay.
But that's if you want to take the expensive things that last a long time, which kind of makes sense because you're on a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said how long do the regular rations last for?
Just 1 week.
1 week. So we could buy 1 week of one week of rations for regular rations and then get the rest.
Right.
Is Dark Albert near us now?
Yeah, the whole party's reconvened at the ship.
Okay.
I wanted to look for the guy.
The guy? What guy?
Find him?
Malcolm? No,
The
he's gone.
torchbearer. Crap.
He took off.
I want to disclose to chat that I was straight up intending to kill him.
I look at Dark Albert.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that, but I want to say that I've been thinking about it. Like, I wanted to throw him off board. I was trying to find a way to kill him without being blamed for it, and I never found a way, so I'm really sad. That's why I was like, oh, I'll go take care of him. Let's get off the ship quickly, just the 2 of us. Torchbearer, BFF. Wow, I can never be evil in peace. It's my quote. It's alright. I come back with sexy Ryan.
So I look.
His family name is Gosling, by the way.
I look at Dark Albert as he comes back. I look at the slave, then I look at him, and I look at the slave. Hold a look, and then I look back at Dark Albert, and I'm just like, I hope you saved money for rations, since you will be buying most of them today.
So why am I paying?
Because you have all of the gold.
I mean, I have all of my gold, and
I believe how much gold have you gotten? I believe you've taken a lot of the loot. Don't think we don't do that. The loot in the temple and other places. Do not be a sheep.
Wait,
do not be cheap.
Wait.
You do nothing.
Wait. I need to explain to you something here.
You need to explain nothing. You just need to buy the food.
I will pay for the food, but I will explain to you where that money comes from.
Sure.
First of all, I've never had any money adventuring with you because we put all the stuff back into the temple that was worth anything. Second of all, the leftover money comes from me adventuring with Maribel and Bruno, and that's from the ship's fund that Maribel was referring to. So I will use the ship's fund money, but this is not an infinite fund, so we're gonna need to be refilling this fund. It's not coming from me, and it's not infinite, and it certainly is never gonna be coming out of my personal money.
Dark Albert, speaking of personal money, you owe me first the money that Bruno owed me for my Donaldo trumpet arrangement, and second, my share of what's left of Bruno's assets, as we should split them evenly among the party.
I agree. And I kind of wait for my share as well.
Well, I will need to count and evaluate Bruno's belonging first, which I didn't do yet. So I will get back to you on this as I say paying for the food. I don't remember how much was the ship stash, to be honest.
So
how much is it, Neil?
how much is what?
The food?
It is 40 gold for the iron dry rations and 12 gold for the standard, so 52.
52 gold deducted from the ship's stash, which I will need to evaluate. And then as I do that, I look at them and I say, did anyone notice where my magical pendant went? It seems to be missing.
I didn't know you even had a magical pendant.
Yeah, I've been wearing it since forever. Don't you remember? A glorious pendant around my neck.
I do not remember.
That's too bad.
I noticed the commotion outside and I opened the cabin door. Ah, have you returned with my... Oh, hello there. I look at the other newcomer.
Ryan
Is he
looks
back
at
on
you.
the ship now?
Yeah, I've always been on the ship. You guys are on the ship, right?
No, I didn't know we were back on it. Okay.
Yeah. The new slave, Ryan, spots the skeleton standing in the doorway, and his jaw goes slack.
No worries, Brian Gosling. This guy is on our team. He's actually the captain of our ship. But you will be my assistant.
I look at the captain and I let him know it's going to take a couple days in order to get a purple robe. But it will be done. It was either wait a couple days for a purple robe or be stuck with another color.
Ah, another color will do just fine then. Surely you did not expect me to want to wait a few days just to get a robe dyed purple. I don't crack up.
Very well.
All right.
And I return to the linen people and let them know I will not be needing the purple cloak. And then I grab the ugliest colored cloak I
There's a really disgusting one that looks like they tried to dye it green and it failed, and so they tried to dye it brown. Now it's kind of like booger green color.
That is exactly the one I take.
It's half price. It's half price. Four silver for the
Perfect.
cloak.
That's just perfect. I take it.
All right.
In the meantime, I show the mace to the captain and I say, Captain, I have secured this high quality mace. It costs 8 gold pieces. And I hold out my hand.
Excellent. I take the mace, I give it a few swings. This looks like it shall be in workable condition.
I don't let go of the mace until you give me 8 gold pieces.
I'm afraid that you have plundered all I own in the temple already.
You made us leave everything in the temple, therefore we have not plundered anything from them.
Oh no, I took the stuff. None of which included money though.
Then what did we plunder?
I come back and
The magical weapons?
I see. So you have no gold.
Well, no. However,
In that case, you may borrow my mace until such time that you can buy it from me.
I didn't have eyebrows, but this
Your brow bones raised.
Yeah. You do realize that weapon in the pit is worth more than hundreds of this mace, yes?
I did not realize that. However, if you were looking to trade, you should have made that clear, and you should have traded with Trellis instead of with me.
at this point I come back up to the ship and I hold out the cloak to the captain. I say, here you go, a non-purple cloak.
It's a dirty brownish green, gross color.
This will do, thank you. I nonchalantly say as I don the cloak.
I just nod.
Pretty soon, coming down the walkway, you see Harry Hoofdini. And he comes carrying a large thermos by its handle.
I also didn't mention, but I'm also shocked by Ryan as well. But I meant to like turn around and talk to him as I finished my conversation with the captain, but then I saw Harry coming.
I'd like to focus my time with my new assistant, so I'm gonna spend a lot of time chatting him up.
What would you like to say to Ryan?
I want to ask him how he got into all that trouble to become a slave. What's the story?
The story is he was picked up by a local lord down in Drekis, the kingdom to the south, kingdom that you were from, not originally, but at the start of the campaign where you were living. He was picked up by his local lord, conscripted into the army to go raiding and pillaging along the coasts near the Sleeping Dragon Isle. But his ship was sunk and he was captured and enslaved by the Akubans. He's only been a slave for a few weeks.
When he says Akubans, I say Akubans. Pah!
He spits on the ground as well.
I spit as well, and I'm like, those damn Cubans, they don't know how to respect people.
Exactly,
Is there
exactly.
something
So
wrong with your mouths? Why are you exfoliating your saliva?
Expectorating.
So, if you guys don't like the Akubans and I don't like the Akubans, what do you say you set me free?
Except I just paid good money for you to be my assistant.
I look over.
How about you serve me until your debt is paid and then I let you go?
How long will that be?
Like a good deal. How much were you being paid to be in the army?
I wasn't being paid.
Neil, how much would a man be paid to like serve in a ship?
How much does a deckhand make?
Yeah.
Let's
And
take-
like to fight and stuff, like not just like scrub floors.
Where are my NPC wages? Wages. Here we go. Not a lot. It's like 5 silver a month.
He'll be your slave for the rest of his life.
I'll give him. If you serve me well, I'll pay you way more. Well, I won't. I will deduct way more than I should be doing. I will give you the equivalent of 1 gold per month of service off your debt. And if we plunder things, I will take it off your debt as well.
So, without any plunder, that's 80 months of being a
Yeah.
slave?
Yeah, and then
I look over to Dark Albert and I just kind of roll my eyes a little bit.
I would call it more like an assistant than a slave, though.
And I look over to Ryan and I let him know, don't worry, you won't be harmed.
That's 6.5 years of slavery.
Well, I'm fairly confident we will be plundering some good things, my dear Ryan Gosling. So I don't think it's going to take 6 years. But it's still better than being a slave all your life, isn't it?
I don't have a last name. I was a Fletcher back home. They called me Ryan Fletcher.
All right, Ryan Fletcher it is.
You give up so easily.
I mean, what? He's an assistant or is he a slave? I said he was an assistant, so he can be called Ryan Fletcher if he'd rather be called Ryan Fletcher.
Anywho, Houdini comes onto the ship at this point. Looks about and says, "My, such a small crew for such a large vessel.
We are strong and well coordinated.
Well, most of us. And I just kind of snicker.
Who
I
here
say,
steers
these are
the
my
ship?
crew members, and I introduce them each to Harry. And then when I get to Ryan, I say, I have not had the pleasure. What is your name?
Ryan extends a hand and says, my name's Ryan, and I'm an assistant. Whereas Harry Hoofdini gives a snort and says, slaves. I do not need to talk to slaves.
Excuse me, you are on board of our ship here, so you should respect my assistant.
He's not an assistant, he's a slave. Look at the collar on his neck. Don't bullshit me.
I look at Dark Albert and say, you might want to dress him a little differently to be called an assistant. But I also look towards the milkman, Harry, and I let him know, while you're on this ship, you should be respectful of all that are on this ship. Who are you, serving milk? What makes you so high and mighty?
I am the milk bringer.
I bring milk.
Yes, that's no noble job out in the world, so don't
Excuse
be
me?
so-
In Minotauria, milk bringers are of the highest order.
Look, Harry, I say in my cool, very deep voice, this is very amusing, but we are very busy, and if you want to leave us some milk and be on your way, that would be excellent.
I have invited Harry to be our guest on the ship to share milk with us.
Yes, Maribel, who is this robed one, and why does he hide his face from me?
He is very powerful and very ugly.
I see. He is a human.
Indeed.
I am not ugly, Maribel.
I suppose that is a matter of perception.
I kind of look at this human comment of being ugly. All like,
He uncorks the thermos and says, who would like first cream? And without waiting for him to respond, hands it to Maribel.
I nod my thanks and taste it. Do I like it?
Yeah, it's delicious.
I say, this is quite delicious. You have brought wonderful milk, milk bringer.
So I have.
Ryan, would you like some of this milk?
Ryan shrugs and takes a swig, wipes the remaining milk mustache from his face, gives a satisfied, that's better than I thought it would be. And
Doesn't ask for permission? I'm so disappointed by slavery these days.
And Maribel's sitting between Ryan and Harry and holding her little milk, and she's just like happy as a little clam.
Ryan passes the thermos down the line towards Trellis. And as he does so, Harry turns to Maribel and says, you there. One with the bell.
I look around for a bell.
You are not like other minotaurs I have seen before. Your skin is smooth.
You are correct. Quite astute. I continue drinking milk.
He seems to say nothing else on the matter. Is there anything else you guys would like to do with Harry Hoofdini, or are you just going to entertain him for a while and then take off?
I entertain him for a while, but then I, again, kind of revisit my original proposition, which was we are strong and capable. However, we could always use another set of strong hands, and your hands do indeed appear strong. It would be an honor to have you join us as part of our crew.
Are you after bounty?
Yes, I would say we would enjoy some bounty.
Are you bounty hunters?
you'll have to be respectful if you want to join this crew, though. And I kind of like cross my arms.
You're not the captain. The captain should have his say on this.
I look at Dark Albert. You really want to get into it again?
I mean, who's the captain?
Forgive this squabbling. We are not bounty hunters, but we are on a grander quest to right this world's anomalies.
One with the bell. If ever you seek to work amongst non-dysfunctional sub-races. Seek out Harry Hoofdini, for you will always have a place in my herd.
Aww.
I kind of does he get up and leave when he says that? Is that what he's saying?
He doesn't leave yet. He waits for your response.
That is a kind and noble proposition. But this is my crew, and I must see them safely back to the Spice Islands where Bird awaits.
Fare thee well, one with the bell.
Godspeed, bringer of milk.
He collects the thermos from Trellis and takes off.
I look longingly at him as he leaves and then turn my gaze back to Ryan.
His tail swishes behind him as he trots. Ryan is standing here, seeming very chummy for a slave. Like having normal conversations, not really paying
Very
attention to his
charismatic.
owner, you know. He seems to be acting like a regular Joe.
I offer the rest of my milk to share with him and sit very close to him.
Since you're the only person that's treated him like a real person,
I treated him right like a real person.
you bought him at an auction, Jen.
I freaking saved him.
You bought him at an auction.
I go ahead and join them, and then I kind of ask Ryan about his bringing, like just about his life.
He was a Fletcher from one of the villages near Outlast, and a local, his local lord was getting a raiding party to go raid the islands near Akuba, and they got attacked, and he got captured, and that's that. But back home, he was a Fletcher. He'd make bows and arrows.
Oh, I do need some arrows, actually. Maybe that can be deducted as well.
Sure. Give me a good knife and some good pieces of wood, and I can fletch plenty of arrows.
I give him
I just keep scooting a little bit closer to
a
him.
knife already.
What is your reaction adjustment, Maribel, on your charisma?
Reaction adjustment on charisma is 0.
As you scoot closer to him, he scoots further away, a little bit closer to Trellis every time.
How is he not sitting next to me?
Because when you guys were talking and the milk was being passed around, he just walked away from you.
I notice this, but I don't really pay any mind to it because that's not on my mind.
Sure. Someone still needs to go buy supplies before you guys can take off.
I thought we already did that.
Yeah, I thought Dark Albert did that.
Oh, cool. The supplies have been brought to the ship then, and you guys are ready to go.
Yeah, I'd like to have some wood, I guess, so that he can craft some arrows for me, Brian Fletcher.
Sure.
I have a knife I can give him on my character sheet, so I'll remove that.
At some point, you'll need to stop off near some trees and find the right pieces of wood, because they don't just sell like things ready to be made into arrows. They make them into arrows and then sell those.
So, like, we're gonna need to find, like, the right trees and stuff? So
Just
he
stop off
knows
at any forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's be on the lookout for a forest so that we can replenish arrows.
Great. We are in the middle of one. Well, we are on the outskirts of one.
Well, I guess we can go collect some wood. Ryan, let's go together.
Sure. You guys can leave town, go to the forest, grab some appropriate branches and whatnot, and make it back to the ship before nightfall. You have plenty of supplies for fletching arrows now.
During the cruise shopping trip, I took stock of whatever was in that temple, which we marked down as temple stuff.
Mm-hmm. Most of it's worthless. Jen had all the written stuff, which I guess you haven't seen yet. The other things are kind of just destroyed by time. There's like, a vial of ink, but all the liquid has, evaporated. It's just like ink that's been dried and compressed. Old this, old that, kind of crap at this point.
I knew there were some written things there. Did you not show them, Albert?
Hmm?
Did you, in the temple stuff, did you show the written stuff?
Did I know the written stuff?
No, there was written stuff there.
Yeah, I saw the written stuff.
Oh, I will read it.
You showed the
No,
undead.
no. Huh? I don't understand your. I don't like. Are you talking in character right now?
No, I'm asked. Okay, out of character. Did you?
That's why I'm so confused. I'm like,
Out of character, did you bring all the? Did you actually give all the tempo stuff back to?
no, I never gave anything back because like I started like looking into my backpack and then they put back some shit and then we moved on. So that's
Oh.
not good.
Some of the stuff is missing.
Well, how would you know that?
I was the previous guardian of the temple.
Yeah, but how would your character know?
I don't
that?
know if you have it. I'm just.
But
Do
how
you
did
happen
you-
to? Did you pick up any more stuff on top of what Maribel and Trellis have given?
You're still out of character, right?
No.
No, I'm so confused. But why would it like? When did that conversation start off with? Like you're just like, hey.
I mean, it would have begun right at the temple. I thought that you had just given it all.
No, but like you asked if we picked up some stuff, and then we were like, oh yeah, and then they both gave stuff back, and I was like, yep.
Oh, okay. Fine, then it's resolved. Never mind.
Okay.
You do have, I would like to say, a few chips of granite and giant hairs for your Strength of Stone spellcasting. You have. Let's see. Spell requires Leaf of Sumeric. Nope, that's destroyed with time. Heat Metal requires. I think it just requires your holy symbol. Produce flame. Doesn't require anything. Soften earth and stone.
Do we have any holy water?
All of your holy water is gone by now. Evaporated through time. Slip. There's that's kind of destroyed. Chunks of clay. Drop of blood from the type of creature being animated. Curse. No components for that. Rapport is nope. So that's pretty much it. You just have the spell components for Strength of Stone on you.
Okay.
Other spell components you might need to find or buy. Some of them are real cheap.
That's fine.
Yeah. So all the supplies have been gathered. Harry Hoofdini has left. You guys have gathered wood for arrows. You're going to need to buy some arrowheads too, if you ever want to make the arrows into, the arrow shafts into useful things.
Yes, I buy that. Yeah.
Yeah. Arrowheads are cheap. I think you can buy like 20 for 3 silver.
Okay. Well, then I should buy more.
Wait, I thought you said 6 arrows was 3 silver.
Yeah, but if you're just buying the arrowheads
Oh,
and
got
then
it.
having someone else make them, yeah.
Got it.
So I'll buy like 60 arrowheads.
Okay, so if it's how much did I say it was? 20 for 6 silver?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to buy 60, then that's 60 for 18 silver, or a gold and 8 silver.
Okay.
All right, and then finally, after having resupplied your ship, the sun is beginning to go down. If you stick around any longer, you're gonna have to pay higher, some dock fees for keeping your boat here overnight.
I do not want to pay any fees.
Let us be on our way.
Okay,
As you say, Captain. Weigh anchor.
which direction are you guys heading in? Let's take a look at the
East.
big map.
Well, Albert, you are the navigator. Let us know the fastest way back to this Bolthus.
Maribel seems to have good memory. We are headed east.
Are you guys headed east into the shallow sea looking for the portals, or are you headed north so you can go east around the coast?
I'd say let's go for the portals.
Okay. You guys head southeast, in the direction of the shallow sea. Hopefully in the direction of the shallow sea. All right. Let's take off. You guys sail through the night.
Oh, and Maribel, Trellis, are you two still wounded in any way?
I'm down.
I'm like
7.
pretty good. I'm
Okay,
not full, but I'm good.
I'll cast a... What is this? Mend Wounds, I believe it was called. It's the 3rd level 1d10. So I'll cast one on Maribel and Trellis. First one is for Maribel. And the second one's for Trellis. And 6 apiece.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have to make sure my crew is in fighting condition.
Thank you, Captain.
So that's fantastic. You guys start sailing eastward. By the time the sun comes up the next day, you guys are past the Sleeping Dragon Isles and on your way towards Pike's Point. It's a fairly nice day out. The sky's clear. You guys are enjoying your time on your ship. Ryan appears to be quite happy and chipper and has been kind of just like crafting arrows to be made in his spare time.
I said, would I need to be steering the ship the whole time if I'm at the helm, or would I like eventually just let it drift?
No, someone needs to be near the rudder at all times to steer it.
So I'd like to ask Ryan to try to stay like next to me as I study and like he's doing his arrows or like outside and I'm trying to learn new spells for my spellbook.
Sure. Which spell are you trying to learn?
How many can I try to learn in our trip?
Well, you can learn spells one at a time. So tell me which spell you'd like to learn. It takes D2 days per spell level.
I try to learn Identify.
That is a 1st level spell. Okay. And what is your chance to learn?
Check. 75%.
Okay. I will notify you when Identify is learned or when it has failed.
Okay.
So that first day passes with plenty of ease.
Okay, I cast enough spells to heal the rest of the crew.
Okay. Crew is healed. The next day, you're sailing. You can see Pike's Point off on the horizon at the furthest edge. But there's something strange. There are 3 birds that have been circling you guys for a while, and there's something off about these 3 birds.
There's something off about those 3 birds that have been circling us for a while.
I agree. I've been looking at them and they're strangely following us.
I feel as though as if in a dream a long, long time ago when I was on a ship, I feel as though I saw some sort of strange bird circling me before in a past life.
Maybe we should not cross this area.
I think we should continue to cross, and you should cast some sort of spell to figure out what they are.
Let me see what I got on me. I did not message Neil with new spells. So I guess I have the same ones?
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to identify this.
Okay. So you
Maybe
guys
we
are...
should try to go to the shore and see if it follows.
Trellis, shoot those birds down.
Why do you want to shoot them down?
They're following us.
What if they're harmless?
Then I am guessing that you will enjoy the taste of bird meat.
I go ahead and I grab my bow and arrow out and I go ahead and start shooting the birds.
Well, at the moment, they're out of bow shot. They're pretty high up there, just kind of circling.
So do I need
try
to climb up to reach or no?
No, they're just like out of range.
I look then with my bow and arrow. I'm looking up and I notice that they're just too far. I don't think I can reach from here. They're just a bit too far out of reach right now.
How about we land on shore and see if they follow us there?
There's no need. There is no need for such a detour. Let us continue.
Okay. The ship continues sailing, and a little bit later, the birds are a little bit lower when you start to hear this beautiful song kind of ringing out over the ocean. It sounds wonderful. And I need everybody except for Jen to make a saving throw versus spell. Except Jen, you can make a saving throw versus spell for Ryan.
Okay.
The sirens call. You can't get me.
Oh, Ryan!
Oh,
my bro!
Yeah.
Ryan and I know what we truly want and love.
I saved.
You passed as well? Oh my god. V, roll your saving throw versus spell. Is that a pass for you? I don't think so.
What?
Your saving throws are to the left of your HP. The bottom one is spell. You want that number or higher on a d20. What did you roll?
For a spell? Oh no! 17. It's 17.
It's
I rolled a 14.
That's not great.
Do I get any bonus?
No, you get no bonuses whatsoever.
Wait, so I'm getting hit by a spell?
Yeah, this song is fascinating. Truly fascinating.
I don't hear the song, Neil. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Neil, you need to sing it. What does it sound like?
The birds are doing that noise?
V, you guys notice Trellis kind of just, not like drops her gear, but like lowers it to the ground and just stares up and seems to be lost, staring at these birds as they circle lower and lower. And as they get a little bit lower, their true form kind of comes out against the sky. They've got legs like chickens, at least from the hips down, but their torso is that of a hideous human woman. They got large black wings and scraggly hair. And they begin to descend and circle around you. Trellis, you are completely awestruck by the song and cannot act as long as the song is being sung. The rest of you guys need to roll initiative.
Dun-dun-dun.
Do you know the plus modifier for mace?
I do. It should be on your character sheet, maybe above your HP. There's a weapon table. Did we not fill that in for you?
Nope.
No.
Because I didn't have a mace.
Okay. The speed is 7. The weight is 10. It's medium and bludgeoning. It deals d6 plus 1 damage to medium and small creatures, and d6 to large.
Can I say something?
You can say something on your round, on your turn. Did we all roll initiative? 5. Okay.
I'm using spear.
Jen, you're gonna have to control Ryan,
Okay.
but he is a slave, so please treat his actions as that of a slave.
So, should I just make him go at the same time as me always?
No,
or like-
have him roll his own initiative.
Yeah.
Anyway, the harpies go first. The first one drops from the sky, screeching as it does, legs extended right towards Trellis. But it misses and kind of swipes at the deck beside her instead. Ooh, wow. Just barely missing, actually.
Harpies, save Trellis!
The second one swoops for Ryan, grabs him in its claws, its talons,
No!
which dig into his shoulder,
My 80
No, he was so beautiful.
No, I refuse that Ryan dies.
I need you to roll me a D8 for Ryan's HP.
8?
A D8.
8.
All right.
Nice. Good job. Save Ryan.
As
Hashtag
the
save
harpy's claws dig in, Ryan takes 4 points of damage, and the harpy's wings beat. And surprisingly, the 6 foot tall bird-like woman picks up this 6'2" man who weighs 200 and something pounds and starts to fly with him, being dragged behind her off the ship.
No. Neil, also, they can't see the rolls.
The third harpy swoops towards Jen.
No!
Neil, did you hear me about overlay?
I did not hear that. What'd you say?
Yeah, roll overlay.
Rolls. Good call. Jen, what is your armor class, please?
It's 14.
Ooh. So it gets 2 hits on you, Jen. Luckily, only 2 hits.
Yeah, I might be dead.
You take 2 points of damage.
It's like half my HP.
That's not true, is it?
No. 7 now.
All right. Maribel, you have the next initiative.
I was going to throw a spear. How far am I from the harpy that has Ryan?
It's maybe 20 feet off the ship.
It's off the ship.
Yeah, it's it swooped down, grabbed Ryan, and is flying northward with him.
Oh, man. Okay, well, I guess I throw a spear at that one.
Give me a roll to hit. Yeah, +2 for back attack.
+6 total. Oh, I rolled the wrong initiative. Oops.
Oh well, we're here already.
Okay. Yeah!
Wow.
No, Ryan!
You double crit the harpy.
Yes! Die, harpy! Hopefully Ryan can swim.
Roll me triple damage. Saving throw versus crit for the, 7.
So it's D6 for spear,
Right, so it
right?
should be 3d6.
3d6. Yeah. 13.
Wow. And roll me... It fails at save versus death, so... Oops. Roll me a d10 for location and a 2d4 for severity on your critical hit.
Oh, I got a full 10.
And 7. Oh my god. So you actually hit the
filled
harpy...
with rage and passion.
You hit the harpy in the head with the spear. Wow. And 7 is pretty severe. Really severe. Harpy is a monster. Throat injured. Major bleeding. 2/3 move. -2 penalty to all attacks. All right, so the spear comes back and hits the harpy in the back of the neck and slashes across its throat. The harpy drops Ryan into the ocean and almost falls itself. Manages to keep its wings beating just above the waves and just takes off northward. Meanwhile, Ryan is flailing around in the ocean.
Does it look like he can swim?
It does not look like he knows how to swim, but he's managing to tread water for at least a little while.
Okay. Can I change my action to jump for him?
Sure.
Can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim. When it's my turn, that's what I'm gonna do.
Sure. You go next, actually.
Okay. I will... Yeah, let me make sure I can swim. Yes, I can swim. So I will dive into the water, get Ryan, and use my climbing ability to get back into the ship.
Okay. You grab Ryan and drag him back to the ship. The two of you begin to climb up it again.
And my climbing is really good. I'm at 80, by the way. So it's easy climbing.
But you can't, that's a climb walls on your own. That's not like climbing walls with a person on you. You can climb up the ship, no problem. Ryan's gonna have to get up on his own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm not like Superman here. I get it.
Trump.
I
Temeril.
walk up to Trellis and just kind of backhand her.
You backhand
Like, yeah, hold
Trellis in the
yourself,
face.
woman.
What?
Does that wake me out of my daze?
Let me see.
Why didn't somebody do that sooner?
We're just like, shall we fight?
Take it like a man.
All right, I'll say that gives you another saving throw. Go ahead, Trellis. Give me another saving throw versus spell.
Oh, I have to roll a 17 or higher.
What level are you? I think those saves might be out of date.
I'm level 4.
Okay, it should be your saving throws from top to bottom should be 13, 15, 14,
Hold on.
16, 16.
Hold on. 13, 15.
14, 16, 16.
So all those times that I rolled. Jeez. Okay.
All right, give me another saving throw versus spell, Trellis. You want a 16 or
Oh,
higher?
go!
Oh! Off by 1.
Oh,
Off by 1. All right, initiative for next round. Everyone
still
roll it
roll?
except for Trellis, who's
Do I
still.
roll since we're climbing back?
You can already be back on the ship. He was only like 20 feet off, and you can move pretty far in a minute.
So I'll still initiative.
Please roll that D10 there, Temeril, for initiative. Oh, yeah, you got it. Okay, cool. Okay, the harpy. One of the harpies goes first. It's on the deck. It has seen what Maribel did to its companion, and so it leaps at Maribel, claws extended, and beak, well, nasty teeth outstretched.
ah.
What is your armor class, Maribel?
I will double check. I think it's 15. Yeah, 15.
Oh. The harpy slashes at you, or grabs hold of you with its teeth. It's just got like normal human teeth, but it leaps on you from behind. Its claws digging into your back armor, its mouth like grabbing you in the side of your neck and ripping
Ow,
into you for
stop.
4 points of damage.
Ow.
Did anyone get... Albert, you go next. And
I quickly ask Ryan if he knows how to wield a bow and arrow.
he shakes his head no.
Oh, and then I fire a shot of my bow and arrow.
There are 2 harpies. One that's on Maribel, that would be firing into melee, and one that is on its own.
I will attack the one attacking Maribel.
Okay, like you have a 50-50 chance to hit the harpy or Maribel, since like the harpy's on Maribel's back.
I guess I won't attack the harpy.
Okay, I just want to be clear about these things.
I'll attack another harpy.
All right, roll the hit.
19.
Hit. You shoot the harpy. Give me a damage roll there.
And it's not a flank or back attack or whatever, right?
Even if it was, it would still only be a hit. But no, it wasn't. Nice. Really
That's
bring
nice.
that gen to the game. The harpy that you just shot turns to you, takes a couple running steps, leaps, flaps its wings, and lands towards you, claws outstretched. What is your armor class? 14?
Yeah.
One claw successfully grabs you on the shoulder for 2 points of damage.
Fucking low.
And it stands there above you, or flies above you, flapping its wings, trying to pull you, but needing to grab you with its other claw. Who goes next?
Ryan, stop him!
Ryan goes at 19. No. Ryan doesn't have an initiative, does he?
What? Yeah, I did roll for him. Yes, 13.
Ah.
I got 10.
Fantastic. Okay.
I'll go. I got a 9.
Go then. Trump.
Okay. Noticing that my backhand had no effect, I'm going to more vigorously shake Trellis. Wake up, woman. We need your archery.
All right. You grab her by the shoulder and give her a rough shake. Trellis, saving throw again?
Come on! Ah!
No. You are just enchanted by the song, which the harpy that's grabbing onto Maribel is still singing beautifully. Even while it grabs onto her. Ryan, it's your turn.
Can I have told Ryan to grab the dagger from my back pocket or something?
Sure, whatever.
I would have told him that.
Yeah.
So like, grab my dagger, fight.
All right, Ryan.
I think that he's down to fight after I saved him.
I think so. I think
So
this is a
he-
life or death situation.
Yeah, he grabs my magical dagger, might I add,
Uh-huh.
and I guess he will like try to stab the harpy which is trying to grab at me.
Make that roll to hit.
So what's the roll?
D20, no modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dagger is magic. This is the dagger that you... That's a
Ryan!
miss. Bad Ryan.
And why?
Ryan, save me!
Maribel, it's your turn. There's a harpy on your back. It's way worse than a monkey on your back.
Can I switch weapons, or would that change my initiative?
You're going last anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch to my magical sword, and I'm gonna just.
Give me a roll to hit.
I think it's just +4. Let me check. Oops. Yep.
Ooh. Swing and a miss. Jen, you can't get a bow shot off while this harpy's holding on to you, so you lose your second attack. And we roll initiative.
While I'm like 5 HP. 6 and 8.
6 and 8. So your 6 will go first.
So I guess I can't arrow, so I guess I need to use my dagger.
Sure, but yeah. Yeah.
So like swap my silver dagger with his magical dagger.
You can't swap daggers in the middle of combat.
Fuck. I'm gonna use my regular dagger, I guess.
Make me roll to hit.
19.
Hit! You stab the harpy again.
I don't know what the damage it does actually.
A dagger is D4.
Three.
Nice. That is 3 times as effective as your arrow.
Can I dagger twice in one round?
Only once.
Daggers suck.
I believe it's Ryan's turn.
Yeah. He will attempt dagger as well. Oh, so just D20. 18!
He
Team
stabs the
Ryan!
harpy. He criticals the harpy.
Hell yeah!
Please roll 2d4 for Ryan's damage.
And you're adding the magical on top?
Yes.
3.
Okay. The harpy passes its save, so no critical effects. But the harpy goes now, the one that's on you, Jen.
So it's not killing it?
It is not dead. The harpy is still alive. It reaches down with its other claw, grabs onto your shoulder. You take 2d3 points of damage.
I might die.
Ooh, you take 6 points of damage.
Yep, I'm down.
You fall unconscious. The harpy's got a good grip on you, and it beats its wings and pulls you into the air.
Ryan!
Ryan, why?
Maribel, there's a harpy on your back, and your friend has been lifted into the air, still over the ship.
I guess. I mean, I can take the harpy for a while, so I guess if I can switch weapons again to a spear.
Yeah, you can just keep dropping weapons and pulling out new ones and throwing them down and picking up new ones.
I'm basically a walking, like, artillery, so I'll go back to the spear.
Is somebody trying to wake me up again?
Maybe.
I'm just trying to
Or
get
is
the harpy
someone trying
down.
to save Albert, who's currently dying at minus HP and bleeding out?
Saving throw versus death, Maribel.
I can't do it all on my own, kids.
Oh, God. It's a wild
Good.
miss.
Yeah.
It's a really wild miss.
Yeah.
I've had this table open already.
I hurl a spear at the harpy that's holding my friend in the air. but it turns around and hits me right in the heart.
It hits somebody all right. You missed by... What is your saving throw, actually? Or by how much did you miss it? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What'd I get, a 4?
Mhm.
So by 7.
Missed it by 7. Okay, your spear needs to make a saving throw versus crushing blow or is broken. Spear is wood, thin. Give me a d20. On a 10 or higher, your spear is safe. On a 9 or lower, your spear is lost into the ocean and gone forever.
20, you said?
Yeah. Your
Goodbye.
spear goes over the board
Farewell.
woo, and disappears beneath the waves.
Goodbye.
Trump, it's your turn. Albert has been lifted into the air. Maribel has a harpy on her back. Trellis is entranced.
I see that I'm going to need to do something here. As I point a skeletal finger, it reaches out of my robe at the harpy in the air. I'm going to cast mental domination on it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The harpy kills me.
Save negate.
Okay. The harpy fails its saving throw.
Nice.
What does this do?
It establishes a telepathic link in which the priest can control the subject's bodily movements. So I'll have the harpy start flying down to the ship where it will set down the body. And then it'll lie down.
Have it attack the other one.
So you can just control the harpy.
Yes. Actually, I will have it leave Albert on the dock and then have it attack the other one.
The spell requires a moderate amount of... While maintaining the spell, he can move to enter combat but cannot cast another spell. If the priest is wounded, rendered unconscious, or killed, the spell ends. But you can pretty much do anything else. You can make it do anything physical, including speak. So... alright, so the harpy drops Jen onto the ground and then does what?
And then I kind of swipe my hands at the other harpy in a movement similar to raking the claws
All right.
of one harpy against the other.
Your other harpy turns, flies towards it. It makes 3 attacks, each one at +7 to hit. So go ahead and make 3d20.
And it is also the subject's attack rolls up for a -2 penalty.
Oh, okay. So 3 attacks at +5 each.
Okay. Ah,
Wow. Okay, so the claw attack is a double crit. So it does 3d3 damage to the other harpy. And the other 2 are misses.
all right.
4.
It's like the saddest 3D3 ever.
Oh, and if
Pass.
that one in the air, if it was the one that was singing, I of course haven't stopped singing.
No, this is the other one.
Okay.
Initiative roll. Trump, you roll your normal initiative with that same spell, and the harpy goes at that speed.
Oh, I guess I'll do the 2 anyway, right? For bleeding.
Yes, please.
Okay. 10 and 6. 10 for Albert, 6 for Ryan.
Albert goes at 6. He doesn't need the modifier.
Oh.
Maribel,
Yeah.
initiative.
Did I take my turn that time?
Yeah, you threw a spear.
Oh, I thought that okay, never mind then. I thought we had already gone another round.
No.
I guess I throw another spear.
How many spears do you have?
5.
You have 5 spears.
I am a weapons storage unit.
I would love to see someone figure out how Maribel has all her gear strapped to her and just draw a picture with like spears coming out of
I
here,
literally
sword,
walk
a
like
halberd.
ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Okay. Albert bleeds, and then Ryan goes.
Okay. many harpies are still left?
There are
Like,
2. One of them is attacking the other one, and the other one is attached to Maribel by one claw.
So could Ryan try to stab it?
Yeah.
Is there any risk of hitting Mirabelle?
Nah, minor.
Okay, he's gonna go
Wait,
for
so
it.
both are attached. Both are in melee with me now.
No, one harpy is attacking the other harpy.
Alright, so he goes for the mean harpy, not the nice harpy.
Go for it. Wild miss. Bruno.
Thanks, Mirabelle.
I'm sorry, not Bruno. Temeril.
Yes, I'll, with my fingers like they're playing puppet strings with the other harpy's claws, I have them just continue to swipe at the other harpy.
12 is a miss. 23 is a double crit. Another 3d3. Wow, these high crits, man. These high crits. Passes his save. Her save, I should say. But still takes 8 points of damage. Okay. The harpy goes that is being attacked. It lets go of Maribel and tries to fly off. Maribel gets an attack of opportunity, the other harpy gets an attack of
Ryan.
opportunity, and Ryan gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, go Ryan. 18.
That's a hit.
Oops, 17.
That's
Ryan.
actually a crit, Ryan.
So what is it, 2d4?
Yes.
3.
3. The 12 is a miss, and Maribel, please make an attack of opportunity.
Is 17 a hit?
17 is a
attack
hit.
of opportunity. Can I change my mind on my weapon?
No, whatever weapon's in your hand right now is the one that you make an attack with. Oh no, you don't have a weapon in hand because you just threw your spear.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you threw your spear and missed
I
last
ready
round.
to spear.
What?
I ready to spear on this turn.
But you haven't. Your turn hasn't come up yet. The harpy goes before you get to ready your spear.
Oh,
You could punch it.
read that. Yeah, can I punch it?
Harpy.
No, you only get attacks of opportunity with weapons.
Why?
That's the rules.
My fists are weapons.
Nope.
That's not fair.
She's got beefy hands.
Yeah.
Hooves.
Oh no! All right, the harpy takes off. Trump, you can control the remaining harpy
Yeah,
for
I
another
fly
many rounds.
towards the harpy, and I have it charged towards the harpy and keep attacking it.
All right, let's just roll initiative for the harpy battle now.
Harpy.
Okay,
All right, so it's just yours versus. Let's just roll a d10 because they have the same modifiers,
sure.
and we'll watch
Is the
Trump
harpy
and.
still singing?
Well, can we do something with the other characters meanwhile?
Sure. What do you guys want to do?
Ryan is gonna try to go stop the bleeding from Albert. Apparently nobody gives a shit.
Wait a minute. Does Ryan really want to stop the bleeding from Albert?
I think he does.
You did
I
save his
think-
life, but you did buy him and you own him.
You don't think Ryan would save Albert?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's
I
happy
wanted
with
to
his new
tear
job
off
on the
his
ship.
shirt to like save Albert.
I think Ryan is more than happy to say, I don't know how to save this person and just hang back and watch.
I wanted him to tear his shirt up, like in, what's it called? Twilight. Yeah, like the half werewolf guy thing.
I don't think he wants to tear his shirt off to save his slave owner.
Damn it. Okay, Ryan doesn't do anything nor say anything while Albert bleeds out and doesn't say anything.
I say, Ryan, save Dark Albert.
I don't know
Ryan
how!
ripped up his shirt! Save Albert.
I don't know how! I'm not a doctor!
Just do your best.
Trellis, get a hold of yourself and patch that man up. As I still control the harpy.
Trellis is still following the harpies with her eyes, lost in daze.
Maribel, slap Trellis.
Why?
It'll wake her up.
Are you sure? Because it seems that you've tried that and it has not worked so
You
far.
should hit her harder than I have been.
Meanwhile, the harpies fight. The normal harpy turns around, reels against her sister, and slashes at her with both claws and a bite for 2, 5, and 4 is 9 damage. It's your turn with your harpy now.
Okay, I do the same in this aerial battle.
Yep. 22 is a hit, 20 is a hit, 6 is a miss. None of those are crits.
Okay, I think I rolled 4 times. Oops, but the top 3.
I missed the 25. The 25 is a double crit with the claw, single crit with the claw, and crit normal hit with the bite. So double crit, hit. So 3d3, 1d3, 1d6. Whew.
Okay.
And it passes its save again. 12 damage. Holy crap. The harpy's on its last legs. They both have plummeted down to the sea while they engage in each other. Now they're flapping around in the water, trying to fight. Maribel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to take my magic sword and stab the bad harpy.
It's in the water off the ship.
Maribel, you fool. Stab that into Trellis instead.
What?
Hey, it's your captain speaking. What
Are you mad?
Lightly, of course. Just make her bleed a little
I
bit.
ignore him and throw my spear at the harpy that's bad.
All right, roll me a roll to hit.
Actually, no, I changed my mind. I go and try to bind the wounds of Dark Albert.
All right. Give me an intelligence check,
I was just
Maribel.
gonna see my character slowly dying while my party doesn't give a shit.
Well, that's what you get for running away with their money and not helping
Yeah.
out in the previous battle.
I
Ouch.
don't even know. Maybe I was invisible.
All right, you bind Albert's wounds. He's not gonna die. Trump.
I look around while he's unconscious to see if I can find any of my money in his pocket.
If they're on their last leg, they wouldn't be singing. So I should be awake, right?
They can continue to sing even while engaged in combat. It specifically says in the rules that is their thing.
Okay.
Trump, roll me another d10 for initiative.
All right. Oof.
All right, Bad Harpy goes first. It makes its claw attacks and bites. They all hit. And your harpy takes 4 points of damage.
Ha. My harpy,
Your
best
harpy's
harpy.
turn.
All right. I do the same back at it, except better, hopefully.
11's a miss, 23 is a double crit, and the other's a miss. So 3d3 points of damage.
All right.
5. The other harpy is almost dead. You can see that there's a large pool of blood has surrounded the 2 harpies in the water. The non-mind controlled harpy is flailing weakly and helplessly, while your harpy has crawled on top of it and is ripping out its feathers and slashing at it all over the place. Last round of initiative between the 2 of you. Maribel, anything you doing?
No, I mean, if they're not threatening my friends directly anymore, I'm just checking on everyone and making sure they're okay. And I think I'll probably I don't know, go squeeze Trellis or something.
How do
Give her
you
a
squeeze
big
her?
hug. Just give her a big hug and just squeeze her.
All right, has no effect on her whatsoever.
And I just whisper things like, "It's okay, 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 Trellis."
Charles, you're only vaguely aware of those in the back of your mind, as if you were listening to someone speak and people are talking behind you. You can hear the words, but they don't stick in your brain. Trump, you go first.
All right. I have it. I have my harpy attempt to do the finishing blows on this harpy.
Hit, miss. 2d3 damage total. Which brings the other harpy down. It sinks below the waves and stops moving.
Great. And then have this harpy swoop onto the ship while I tell the others, have no worries. This harpy is under my control.
All right. The harpy's only under control for a few more rounds.
Right. Let's see.
We should wrap
I
it
have
up.
the harpy speak. This is the fate of those who would betray Tempos. And then I have it claw its own throat out.
All right, it kills itself. Okay.
And I awaken
Yes, you do.
out of my trance. And I feel warm and fuzzy because Maribel spoke sweet words to me.
I like kind of smooth your hair down. And I'm like, shh, 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 it's okay.
And why don't we end up here for the day? You guys are just off the coast of Pike's Point. You defeated 3 harpies very well in battle. You have supplied your ship. You've bought a slave. You've met Harry Hoofdini, the milk bringer, steer of utter bullshit. This is his full name for ceremonial usage. So I'm going to configure experience while you guys do whatever we do at the end of the shows.
I think it was last session too, by the way. You said we would wait.
Right, until you're out of the temple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does Ryan get to level up?
No. He is a 0th level character. He will forever stay a 0th level character.
I'm trying to be level 1.
No.
Crap, how can I train him?
You could die and then become Ryan.
Should we do shout outs while
He would
he's
still be a level 0 character, even if I was Ryan.
I think we should do shoutouts
Yeah.
and final thoughts or whatever. We don't have to jump straight to shoutouts.
Yeah, I will start because not this Friday, but the following Friday is Roll20Con, which is an online convention put on by Roll20, which is all about tabletop games and mostly role playing. And I am hosting that event digitally. And I would love everyone to tune in. And there's going to be lots of familiar faces from role playing and tabletop games. And of course, Roll20 is a great friend of Misscliks. So I hope you'll tune in. It's 24 hours straight of streaming on Roll20's channel.
Are you gonna be hosting that long?
I'd come in and out.
Okay.
So I'll open it and then I'll be back in the morning to do in between introducing different segments and stuff. And then I'll be playing a game on there too.
Nice.
So it will be really fun. And I'm doing lots of other stuff this week, but some of it's not streamed. I'm going to be in Taiwan at an ACES event, which I don't know if you can watch this weekend. The next thing I'll just keep you updated on my Twitter. So follow at Anna Prosser if you want to know what I'm up to. And on Thursday, we have a special episode of Eye on the Storm. That's a really cool 1v1 challenge show match between Oddish and Crowan. Crowan threw down the challenge on our previous episode of Eye on the Storm, so they're going to battle it out on Thursday. And then Friday, of course, is Twitch Weekly. So I'll see you for all that.
Yay. Everyone gets 5,700 experience.
Whoa.
That's because you guys have finally got yourself off the island. You got the ship out of the temple. You've completed that whole story arc.
So wait, how much? You said 5,000?
700.
700. Okay.
Oh, wait. Did we give experience for the dragons? I think we did.
No, I don't.
No.
Yeah. Because you got experience for the dragons the day that Bruno died.
Wait, 5,700?
Yeah.
I leveled.
Yay!
That makes you...
Oh my god, me too! I double level up!
Woo!
Yay!
Where's our thief?
Trellis, you have new saving throws. Get ready to write them down.
Wait, right now? Okay.
Right
hold
now.
on. Okay.
11, 13, 12, 13, 14.
That would have been helpful today.
Hey.
All right.
And let's do your level up first. You need new hit points.
Okay, so what do I have to do again for that?
You get D10 hit points per level. What is your constitution?
My constitution is 15.
All right, so next to your constitution, there should be a hit point adjust box. What does that say in it?
1.
All right, so you're going to roll a D10 plus 1. All right, 4 more hit points for your max.
I remember adding more last time.
You
That's
probably
weird.
rolled better last time.
No, it was like we rolled like a d20 or something.
Nope, D10. Always a D10 for fighters. But you also get a +1 to hit with all of your weapons.
Okay, so +4. Got it.
Yep. And Albert, you said you double level?
Yeah, so I'm. Well,
What-
I mean,
what
I
with
level
thief, what with-
both classes, and I'm level 5 and 4.
All right,
instead of 4 and 3.
Do you have a Constitution bonus for level? Oh.
Do I have what?
Do you get a bonus to HP for your high con?
I have no.
No. Okay. So you get to roll a D4 and a D6, add them up, and divide it by 2, and that's how much HP you gain. So 7 divided by 2 is 3.5.
I'm now at 12.5 HP.
Okay. And what level rogue are you?
I'm a level 5 rogue.
And a level what wizard?
4.
Okay. So I don't
Five
think
is real.
any of your saving throws change. I think they're still the same. No, your paralyzation, poison, and death should be 12 now.
What? It was 13.
Yeah, lower is better.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You also get 30 points to put into all of your thief skills.
Yeah, I'll note that.
And you get to learn 2 new spells that are wizard spells. Just pick 2 out of the book and get them.
Oh, okay. Just choose them.
Choose them. It can be first level or second level. You just get 2 spells for freezies.
Okay, I'll pick them for next week.
Cool. 4th level wizard, you said?
Yeah.
And 5th level rogue?
Wait, does this mean I can now cast level 3 spells?
No, you cast level 3 spells at 5th level wizard.
And right now I'm level 4.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see, no new proficiencies of any kind, so that's that for you. I think you get an extra 2nd level spell that you can cast every day. Maybe an extra 1st and 2nd.
Is it the 1st and 2nd?
Let's take a look. Yes, you can cast 3 first and 2 second level spells now.
Oh, cool. That does help.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Um,
So no bonus to shoot or AC or anything.
Ooh, good call.
I'm a
Yes.
thief.
You should get a +1 to hit with your weapons.
Yeah.
And your backstab multiplier is ×3 instead of ×2.
Ooh.
Ah. Okay, that's it for levels. Trump, shoutouts.
All right. This is the final week of the month, which means for Hearthstone Ladder, I'm going to try really hard to make it as high as I can. So tune in
Hey.
my stream and watch my Hearthstone Legend climb.
Yeah.
All right, Trillis.
V Parlafall and everything. I will be streaming the next 3 days early because I'm on East Coast time. And I'll be in Canada the rest of the week. And I'll be home tomorrow or next week. Yay. All right.
Yay.
Jen.
Thank you so much for watching. Always fun to keep playing this game. Shout out to Anna, who saved me.
I love you, Jen. Got your back.
It's cool. I like Dark Albert. I'm really sad. I can't. It's really tough to be Dark Albert. Like, it's tough to be evil. I wanted to kill that poor torchbearer, and I couldn't. It's okay. Someday I'll find something mean to do. When you guys least expect it. If you want to follow me at LemonPinkSC2. Make sure to keep tuning in to Misscliks. That's it.
Right on. I guess I'll take up the last position here. Shoutouts to Ryan, our newest character on
Yay!
My assistant.
New Hogu.
New Hogu. If you're interested in seeing more Ryan, the Jen's slave is modeled after my friend Ryan, who I play Dicing with Death with, every Wednesday. So tomorrow at noon Pacific time, which also happens to be Ryan's birthday, we'll be playing some Dicing with Death. He plays Georg, the Dimensionalist, a very evil wizard. That's always fun to check out. I'll also be playing a lot of Total Warhammer as it's come out, and I've been pretty addicted to Total War this last couple of weeks. I think I put in 150 hours into Attila Total War in 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks. So I need my fix. I need my Total War fix. But that's it for me. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.